Hey guys, Curve Time Machine Transfer some. This is the trailer I'll be taking out. It's going to the Beast, but I got to take mine out. Take this trailer out with my truck, make sure it pulls all right and everything. Anyways, I don't have beacon lights on this truck. So it's the easy way to do it. So on my trailer right there, I took these bumper pads off when we first got the trailer because they were just so destroyed. So I actually had a little bit more room when I did the hole. So what you want to do is you want to grab this is a 5-inch hole saw, just a cheapie. Hopefully my cordless drill will pop through both of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guesstimate where I'm at. What I did to get my distance was, so if I did that, but I don't want this to overlap this and this to overlap that, so I just flipped it upside down or right side up, however you want to look at it. And if I got to trim a little bit away with a razor knife, I'm all right with that. So, and then actually this one's a little off. Yeah, I got to redraw that one, put it up a little bit too high. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remark this, and then I'm gonna grab my hole saw, my pilot bit, and I'm gonna get to work. Actually, I said 5-inch, but this is a 4-inch. It's a little over 4-inch. So I think it says about 4. Yeah, it says 4.5 on the bit itself. I made a mistake by doing it one time with a regular 4-inch on my trailer, and I had to get my cutting wheel out and open it up. So I'm going to be smart in this one. So I marked my center holes pretty close. I'm going to go grab my drill. All right, I drilled my pilot holes, and then I lined my hole saw just to make sure that I was pretty close. And you don't want to be too close to this bottom here because there's a plate right here, and it's probably going to be like a quarter of an inch aluminum coming up. So you don't really want to have to drill through that, or you're going to be notching that shit out. So I'd rather be too high than too low. So I think that's pretty good. This one actually I think might be a little bit low. So I'm going to drill a hole a little bit higher. Yeah, my cordless is like even a 18 volt or 20, whatever the hell the thing is, 18. I got to go get a plug-in drill. And shame on me for trying to use a cordless. I didn't think it was going to go. It's two big ass holes, even with 2 fresh batteries. Now you're going to need a plug-in, but be careful, be very careful that when you do this, you hold on to this drill with both hands, man, because you can break your wrist. If this thing catches and it twists on you, you will break your wrist. All right, and then when you feel her cutting through like that, just give off on the trigger, give her less RPM to just kind of work the bit around, because obviously we have wires back there we don't want to nick. All right, guys, there you go. So that's that plate I was telling you about. If you go too low, you're going to be drilling into that, and you're going to possibly break through on the bottom. So this one here, pretty darn close. And I do have a little lip here, a little bit more gap here. So I'm pretty sure that this one will flow good with it. So I'm going to drill this next hole. All right, guys. I was just talking to myself. I didn't even hit the record button. So it got away on me a little bit because I had to drill a little bit higher, so I had a bigger hole for my pilot bit to go through. So the hole saw was dancing around in there, man. Caught it a few times, man. Freaking, I'm not kidding you, man. That shit will break your wrist. Anyways, I'm flush here, so that's good. So I'm just about the same height. Anyways, then you're gonna take your rubber grommet, pop your grommet in there, and you're gonna take your beacon lights. You're gonna have one on each hole, obviously. And what I do is I take, so whenever you do oversize, typically states want you to do roll with the oversize. Doesn't matter what width you are, you should really put your lights on anyways. So when you turn your headlights on and your trailer lights on, you got power back here. And if you don't, so the majority of states, they want you to have your lights on when you're traveling with an oversize. I mean, some states you don't need beacons at a certain width, under a certain width, but I turn my beacons on no matter what size it is, even if it's a baby oversize. And if the state doesn't require you to have your head, turn your fucking lights on. Who cares? It just looks professional. So anyways, what I do is I take a 2-wire plug, because you have, or it's 3-wire plug, whatever you want to use. And then this little yellow wire is your pattern on your beacons. And then what I'll do is I'll wire the plug into any one of my running light wires, and then I'll run it over here. And when I'm doing the oversize, I pop the light out, plug it in, put the light back in, and now you got beacons. When the oversize is finished, you go ahead and you just pop the light back out, unplug the back, and what I do is I take a piece of electrical tape or duct tape, whatever you want to use, and just wrap it around that prong, that plug, so if it's bouncing around back here, it's not shorting out on the metal and blowing fuses or whatever, or starting a fire. So I'll put you back on pause. All right, guys, final product. So what I did was my wire from here to here, then from here over to here, and the brown wire on your trailer plug is for your running lights. All right, so you're going to need, on your plug that you wire, it's going to be your red and your white for the ground, and then you just have to run it over here, brown for your power wire or for your running lights or marker lights, whatever you want to call them, and then a ground. And then what you do is you just leave them on. I gotta finish up. I gotta put that light up, zip tie it, and secure it. Now once you come in here, you shut your lights off. So I like to do everything from in the cab, and when I do that, where the hell is my other switch? I gotta start driving the damn truck again, man. Oh, you know what? Hold on 1 second. Damn, I'm stupid. I installed another toggle switch down here, so then when I have my lights on from inside the cab, oh shit, I gotta put that light on the bottom there. Anyways, so then when I'm pulling oversize, all I do is when I get to the truck stop or wherever I'm shutting down, just kill my lights. Lights off. And then like I said, when I'm done with the oversize unit, I just pop these 2 lights out, unplug them, put tape over the plug, and now you got yourself just regular lights. So that's the easiest way to do it, if you ask me. No toggle switch back here, no nothing. So anyways, I gotta get out of here. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Ciao.